Can just one person make a difference? We think so. In Girl Scouting, we don't pretend to have all the answers, but we do have a few that work, like quality programs that let girls follow their heart's desires while building important skills like teamwork and self-confidence. Just as the girls depend on us, we need to depend on you.
The goal of Friends of Girl Scouts is to raise money to support girls in what they want to do. What we're working with is to try to educate parents and to encourage them to donate to a program that is giving a lot to their girls. One of the things we're doing is asking them to compare. What would you spend on gymnastics? What would you spend on soccer? And what do you spend on Girl Scouts? Girl Scouts is still one of the best bargains around for girls. We need to employ proper methods of fundraising that we hadn't used before. One of the things we've done is making sure we keep track of who has given to Girl Scouts so that we keep them informed about what's going on. This year we developed an Honor Your Daughter's Leader program. It was a mail campaign sent to the parent of every registered Girl Scout. We asked them to honor their daughter's leader by donating to Friends of Girl Scouts. It was the most successful mailing campaign that Mile High Council has ever had. I think we're right at about $10,000 now. My husband and I contribute financially to Girl Scouts. He's seen not only what it's done for our daughter, but he's also seen what it's done for the other girls in our troop. Sometimes you feel like, I can't do anything. There's nothing I can do to change the problems that are going on with kids these days. But there are things we can do. People want to support programs these days that provide these opportunities for our girls.
Making a planned gift is affordable and will keep Girl Scout programs going for years to come.
I've been a Girl Scout leader now for 14 years. It's an organization I've always been attached to that's always been good for me and done good things for me. My daughters have all been in Girl Scouts. I think it was a good experience for them. Part of the reason why I decided to buy a life insurance policy for Girl Scouts is right now that's what I can afford. I want to make sure that Girl Scouting is here for our future girls. I think it's always been a character builder with little girls from the time of its inception to now. There's still a lot of opportunities girls don't get unless they're with an all-girl environment.
Your professional contacts can link services and support to help Girl Scout councils raise funds.
It's a perfect fit for the women in cable and telecommunications industry to really take a vast interest in Girl Scouts. We really thought that it was critical to get 10 and 11-year-old girls exposed to our industry, provide them with background and experience so that they could see what types of positions, career choices, opportunities are available.
Rather than soliciting cable companies and asking them to write a check, I thought they would find it much more interesting to be able to participate in an event.
We found an alternate way for them to give. It wasn't someone coming knocking on the door saying, we just want your money. What we said is, we're going to invest in a product that one day is going to have a significant impact on your industry. We've probably had about 20 corporate sponsors from across the cable industry. One of the sponsorship areas was that they could provide a cash sponsorship or a donation towards the event. And so the donations came in, several organizations provided more than the amount that was asked for, and we really feel that they felt good about their contribution.
If you were a manager, you would come into work Monday morning.
It was very easy, actually, to get the participation from the cable networks. It made sense for them to want to participate in that type of program because it's dealing with their viewership.
We're very proud of the fact that over the past 2 years, we've raised about $20,000 for the council.
We've had a lot of support from our national board of Women in Cable and Telecommunications who's interested in using the Rocky Mountain chapter as a role model for other chapters across the country so that they too can put together a similar type program.
Sounds like you learned a whole lot today. Yeah!
Another way to contribute is through foundation giving.
My daughter and I are the leaders of Girl Scout troop, and I work for Metropolitan Life Insurance Company. They give volunteer organizations money to do some type of community project. And we got this idea of building a playhouse. Girl Scouts are always giving. They learn really by giving.
We thought it was a pretty good idea giving it to the Tiny Tots program at the rec center. When we were kids and stuff, we went through the Tiny Tots program.
It occurred to me that we were all going to be terribly disappointed if for some reason the project didn't come through. And my mother said, well, you know, if you don't get the grant, I think I could help you, and you could probably get some other people to help you. So we knew even without the grant that somehow we'd pull this project together. We filled out all the paperwork and the applications and wrote letters explaining how we would do it and why we were excited about it and why we thought our plan deserved the money, and sent it all in, and Metropolitan Life sent the money to build the house. I just go to people in the community, tell them things that I'm doing in Girl Scouts, and ask them if they can help me.
This here is a pattern for the rafters that we're going to be cutting here on the roof all together. Well, anytime you can help the young people, it's time well spent.
The project is taking on a life of its own, and the girls are really excited.
In-kind contributions expand and protect existing programs like horseback riding. But they can also free up money to create new opportunities for girls.
Girls and horses have a natural affinity, so horses are real important to the Girl Scout program.
2, 3. Good job!
Each year we budget, $4,000 to $5,000 to actually buy horses. We have to replace aging horses. This was a contribution that came from a woman who read that we needed horses and offered to donate Arabian horses that she raises. We can't usually afford to buy horses of this caliber. The dollar value is between $25,000 and $30,000 for this particular budget year. But long term, it's a lot more because we won't have to replace our aging horses. She loves those horses, and they were a part of her life, and I think that was a real important part of her gift. None of us use the ability to solicit in-kind contributions to the fullest. Putting it in a newsletter, developing wish lists, asking advisory board members, asking our leaders. Many of them have their own businesses and would be happy to donate things that we have actually budgeted, line item budgets for. That kind of in-kind help is invaluable.
With all the problems facing girls today, organizations like the Girl Scouts are even more important. And now, more than ever, we rely on contributions from generous givers like you. Parents, grandparents, aunts, uncles, friends and neighbors. You can make the difference. Just ask the girls.